I got married after 3 weeks. Meeting my husband, I knew he was the one. It was almost like everything that I was praying for was right in front of my face. And you have to watch that too.
Although marriage is a wonderful thing, who gets married 3 weeks after first meeting someone? After 3 weeks, you have no idea what their favorite food is, let alone whether they snore. You are supposed to ride with them eternally until death. So do your job. The streets claim that Fantasia Barrino wanted that marriage, which explains why she was pursuing him as if he owed her money, lived so bad, and was on her knees begging Kendall to put a ring on it. And because she was trying to do everything for the family, they ended up straight up baroque, like dead broke, like dead broke and toxic to each other. Now, according to the official story, Fantasia was out with her girls trying to turn up, and Kendall's drunk friend was trying to get them to come over to where he and Kendall were, but Fantasia wasn't feeling it until Kendall appeared, and honey, she was hooked. She immediately started talking to Kendall. They exchanged numbers and were on the phone all through the night. It continued. When she reached out to him again so they could hang out and talk, and this time Kendall told her about his history, and all at the end of their meeting, he said he enjoyed meeting her, and he was really honest about letting Fantasia know that he just wanted to focus on building his business and was not ready to be in any serious relationship. At this point, it would have been respectful of Fantasia to back off, but she went on saying she was cool with that, and the next thing she invited him to her birthday party in DC.
Did he come up to you and just start a conversation?
No. He didn't. His friend came up, tried to flirt. His friend was trying to holler hard. I was like, please, somebody get him away from me.
Go away.
Yeah, they were sloppy drunk. He was. And I told my girls, I was like, yo, let's roll. And he comes down like, yo, I just want to say, I don't want what they're doing and how they acting to reflect on the whole crew. Y'all are more than welcome to stay, buy your drink or whatever if you want to. But I just want to let y'all know, like, everybody that's with them ain't like that. And that's when I was like, dang, he fine. I'll stay, let's stay. And we talked all night.
I'm pretty sure Fantasia had no idea that people would look back at her interview clips of her unknowingly telling people she was after Kendall. She didn't have a foresight of what chasing a man can cause in a marriage, and that's what broke them. Child, don't listen to how long it took her to start a relationship with Kendall, based on her own assumption that he was my dude. He was my boyfriend that night. Have you ever wondered what could have convinced Kendall to accept and jump right into this marriage? We're talking about American Idol and Grammy Award winner Fantasia. Could it be that he saw some dollar signs? Well, they said that Fantasia left her record label to start their own record label, and Kendall left a logistics company he co-founded. But why didn't this man start a logistics company, since that's what he does best? However, Fantasia should have realized that being talented is not the same as running a record label. For example, a label will pay a lot of money and put in a lot of effort to make an artist famous, even though they expect the lion's share in return. According to Fantasia, she wasn't receiving enough and they were wasting her talent.
I lost everything. There was no money in the bank. Y'all gotta think about it. When I won Idol, we was doing tour after tour. My first tour was with Kanye. Like, I was forever working. How did I end up with no money?
How did that
And I
happen?
took care of my whole family because everybody that was behind me wasn't good. And they knew I was young, gullible, from North Carolina. I ain't know nothing about nothing. So they just prostituted the gift. They made their money. I got back home, I ain't have nothing.
Let me now explain that labeling someone because you feel like they're being used will just exacerbate your frustration. Perhaps we ought to consider such artists such as Keisha, when Tamar Braxton and Cole. Ciara quit their labels to try their go at it alone. They suffered since their economic success, and public recognition drastically decreased. Fantasia had the same issue, and you can't deny that it had an impact on her income. She was also taking care of the family, so the workload was only one-sided. Tell me how their home won't experience issues because of this kind of circumstance. They got so broke that they started fighting constantly. According to multiple stories, they said that because the bag was missing, Kendall was neglecting his wife.
There's a song on my album called So Blue. And So Blue came about because I went back to that situation. I had just lost my grandmother. And I think at that time I was angry and he wasn't there when I wanted him to be there or quick enough when I wanted him to be there. So I went on social media and just put it out there, and I'm upset and angry, and he left for 6 months.
However, given that Kendall apparently kept it 100 from jump, I'm not all that upset with him. She can tell us she didn't also know Kendall's reputation with substances, alcohol, and sex, and his several problems with the law, such as conviction of assault and being arrested for failure to pay child support. And you know, the people of the internet had a lot to say. One user said, "If a woman chases after a man, she chases him for the rest of the relationship." Another person said, "Don't ever let a man tell you he don't want you twice and never speak for him. You'll be embarrassed." And this person said marrying somebody after knowing them for 3 weeks is crazy. It's giving she can't be alone. However, I would like to know what you think of this. Did Kendall truly play her? And did Fantasia really rush? Leave a comment below with your opinions.